So I'm here at Girraween National Park. It's located about 250 kilometers southwest of Brisbane, and it's right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales. There's actually another national park that's connected to this one that's in New South Wales. And today I'm doing a hike up the trek called the Pyramid. I guess there's this big pyramid-looking rock where you can climb, and it's supposed to have some pretty spectacular views. So it's looking pretty decent for sunset. Not too sure yet because it is very cloudy and kind of a grim day. But it is look like to the west it's kind of clearing up. So we might get some sunshine if we're lucky. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, let's get going. So Girraween, I think I'm saying that right, Girraween National Park is located in what they call the Granite Belt, which I'm not too sure what that means, except there's heaps of granite around, because even driving in here you see a lot of granite boulders, and even through this landscape as you saw back there, and you'll see as we get further up the track, there's just granite boulders everywhere and huge granite slabs. That's what this rock I'm climbing tonight is, pretty much just a big granite boulder called the Pyramid. And they say it's a pretty steep climb because it's just pretty smooth, so you got to kind of scurry up it. So it should be pretty interesting. Just hopefully it doesn't rain or it'd be very tricky getting up and down tonight. Whew, it's a pretty exhausting climb. Some spectacular views though, that's for sure. But wow, I'm getting pretty exhausted. It's not too long, but as you can see, it's very steep. So I made it to the top, and the views up here are spectacular. We still have about an hour before sunset, which is good because I have no idea what I'm gonna shoot. There's these kind of little rock pools up here, which are kind of interesting, and then all sorts of boulders everywhere. And sorry about the noise, but it is very windy. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of hurry around, try and find a composition. I don't think we're gonna get any sunlight in this scene tonight, just because it'll go down behind those mountains behind me, and then it won't hit any of the rocks that I'm on. But that's all right. I'll probably do a blue hour shot or right before sunset. But yeah, I'm just gonna scurry around and try and find a composition. And we are getting some really nice light right now in the sky, not on the scene. So I'm shooting this other scene, which I like kind of a bit more, with these nice rock pools in the foreground, which are kind of reflecting the light in the sky. So I'm focus stacking again, focusing as close as I can to the camera, then focusing about a third of the way through. 2 seconds, F11, ISO 100. And then for the third focus, I'll focus on the mountains. There we go, it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep shooting this scene for a while, just as the light changes, and the light changes as it reflects on these little pools of water in front of me, so it gets pretty interesting. But wow, just everywhere the sun is exploding with color. And then with this composition, as you can see here, we've got this rock pool in the foreground, then it kind of bounces you around to these other ones and leads you through the scene, then to the mountains in the midground, then to the sky, which is nice and brightly illuminated. So it's kind of a simple image, but kind of a pretty decent composition, I think. So I ended up coming away with actually a couple images today, and that's the last ones right as the sun was setting, I think were the best ones. And it was this composition I kind of just found on accident, just because those mountains were illuminating, so I wanted them in my frame. So I just kind of hurried and made something work, and it turned out to be my favorite composition of the whole day. Yeah, well now I've got the nice hike down, because all the best light is pretty much gone, so I think I'm going to call it a day. Gonna hike on down, then go to camp, because I'll be staying here. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.